Greetings, everybody. It's your girl, Shamira Denicia Love Collins, aka So Love, aka Splash. It's almost like a Facebook or social media confessions. I'm coming to you this evening to bring awareness to the war against women in America, across the country, across the world. I was born July 19th, 1980, in Kingstree, South Carolina. My father was in the military, so I've been raised all over the world. I was abused as a child by the hands of my mother and my father, which led me to run away and leave home at the ripe age of 16, where the streets pretty much took me in. I have been to jail. I have whatever you can think of and throw at someone. I've been through it. But I went to school for broadcasting because I used to be a dancer. I used to be a stripper. And I stopped dancing about 4 years ago, and I went to school for broadcasting in Charlotte, North Carolina. I went to school for broadcasting and got my degree in that, and I decided to do my internship in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, because I wanted to be like my then idol, Wendy Williams. So I went to St. Thomas in hopes of becoming the next or the new Wendy Williams of my generation. And she started her career in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, and I started mine in St. Thomas under Ackley Media Group. When I went to graduate, I had to go back to the States to graduate. I came back to St. Thomas, and it was under new management. Alma Frances Heiliger was running the show. And not to get into too much of the details of that situation, I know you've heard me on KISS 101.3, Radio 1, AM 1000 with Gone But Not Forgotten. Hits 96 is my original show. I've done shows with almost every DJ in the Virgin Islands. From DJ Avalanche to George G. Chow Silcott to DJ Cypher, DJ Pete, DJ Earthquake. The list goes on and on and on. I had to leave my job. I had to quit radio for reasons that I'm going to discuss with you now. Most recently, about 2 weeks ago, October 19th, my ex-boyfriend, my now ex-boyfriend, raped me. And I never thought I would be sitting here in front of a camera telling my story to the entire world. But the truth is the truth. And since I've come forward, I've met so many amazing women and young ladies and young women, young girls who have come to me, who have come forward to tell me their stories. And how many of us, have been molested or raped by our father or someone we know, or an uncle or a family member, or a mother's boyfriend or cousin or brother, or neighbor, friend, boyfriend, husband. The list goes on and on. My sister has been a victim. I am now a victim. There are so many different celebrity victims as well, and I want to read off a couple of lists of those. Women like Oprah Winfrey. She was raped by her relative when she was just 9 years old. And we hear Oprah talk about that a lot. She's been raped. She was raped at 9 years old. Gabrielle Union in 1992, the actress was raped while she was working at a shoe store. She was 19 years old at the time. Tyler Perry was raped by the mother of a childhood friend who held him hostage in her house until he had sex with her. American Idol winner Fantasia Barrino was raped by her classmate when she was in high school. The rapper and actress was sexually abused by her babysitter as a child, Miss Queen Latifah, yes. The late Maya Angelou, in 1936, poet Maya Angelou was raped by her mother's boyfriend. She was only 8 years old at the time. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And so often do you hear these stories and they're not told. And, you know, Lord forbid to know how many women or young girls are being raped as we speak. 1 out of 5 women are going to be raped in their lifetime. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard. When it happened to me, when he raped me, I had to fight with him. This was his second time doing this to me. The first time I took it very lightly. This time, the second time, we fought for about 15 to 20 minutes. And he didn't want to hear no. I think it was because I was living under his roof and he was paying the bills that no could not come out of my mouth. How dare I say no to him? And then, you know, he wants to use his excuse to doing so was to say to me, oh, you know, you cheated on me and I was just horny at the time. And then he lies to my face and tells me he didn't do what he did and that no one will believe me. So I was very hesitant to call the police. Now that I've come forward, several of his family members and friends of the family are coming forward and telling me their stories with people in his family that have raped them. And that is the reason and the purpose for this video and for me speaking out, because as a little girl, no one believed me when I told my story about what my father did to me. My mother did not believe me. I don't know if my sisters believed me, but in any case, I ran away. And this incident, this situation with my ex-boyfriend, my now ex-boyfriend, has just triggered a lot of emotion, a lot of guilt, a lot of hurt, and a lot of shame. No means no. So many more levels to this story that I can't tell you all in this one brief YouTube video, but just remember that no matter if he's your husband, no matter if he's your boyfriend, no matter if he's your friend, no matter if he's your father, no matter if he's your stepfather, your neighbor, your ex, when we say no, it means no. The first time, the second time, the third time. It just means no. When I called the police, St. Thomas VIPD, when I called St. Thomas Virgin Islands Police Department on that Sunday, 2 days after the rape had occurred, they came and I met them outside in the very dress that he raped me in 2 days prior. When he came out and told his side of the story, they laughed at me. They laughed with him. And I don't believe they really thought that I was telling the truth and that I was going to get in the back of that police car and go to the hospital, to the emergency room, and go do the rape kit test. I did the whole entire procedure. My good friend Myrna was there. Myrna Chase was there in support. I don't really think that men get it. I don't think they get it. I just don't think they get it. I don't think they get it. I'm trying to hold back tears because I get ugly when I cry. So, and I'm a survivor. At the end of the day, I'm a survivor. And I do believe that mothers out there, to all the mothers out there that have little girls and little boys, if your child comes to you and confides in you that they have been raped or been touched or been molested or been violated in any way, please take your children's side. Please investigate thoroughly. Please find out the truth. No man is worth the hurt that your child will live with for the rest of their lives. So I'm pleading with you and I'm asking you for your support to get behind this movement, this new movement that's a passion of mine, because I am a survivor, I am a victim as well. I know you've heard of United We Stand VI. And that's an organization that I am a part of, and it's all about action. It's all about getting involved. It's all about being a voice. And so I'm asking everyone under the sound of my voice that has watched this video to join me in the fight, in the war on war against women. Sexually assaulted women, sexually abused women, or girls. Rape is not okay. It's never okay. No means no. The hashtag no means no. The hashtag justice for so love. You'll see that a lot on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please support me. Please support other victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, rape, childhood abuse. Enough is enough. If it has to end with me, it has to end with me. I am willing to fight until the end. You will not hear, this will not be the last you hear from Shamira, Denisha, Love, Collins, aka So Love. As far as my career on radio in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, it's actually at a pause. I believe God does things for a reason, and I do believe that He's in control, and I ask Him to guide my footsteps, to guide my life, and to stand up for me in my time of need. And I'm asking you to do the same. And if you know someone that's been a victim of rape, child abuse, domestic violence, please do not hesitate to reach out to any outlets there are that are available to you. And I will have a list of those numbers and 1-800 numbers and emails and websites to whomever may need those, because when I needed them, I had to go search for them. But I do thank everyone at the Family Resource Center. I thank all of my friends, Anita, Kyra, Shanice, Lenice, and all your sisters, and my sister, Doy, and everyone else that I'm maybe missing out on, and everyone that's a part of the movement, United We Stand VI. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you again. I love all of you, and this won't be the last time you hear from me. I will not stop fighting until justice is served. No means no. Justice for So Love.